Hello, everyone, and thank you for tuning in. Today, we're going to be looking at Ethereum and its valuations against Bitcoin, as well as the US dollar. Remember, if you do like this video and the other videos that I make on this channel, be sure to hit the like button down below and also consider subscribing. So after yesterday we had a pretty significant correction against Ethereum. We got a 6.75% drop against Bitcoin on Ethereum. Now, uh, this drop in itself, I say significant, but you can argue that it's arguably not really that significant. We've had um, corrections like this before, like on the 24th of April, we dropped about 4.5%. Um, the prior drops, we were at a valuation about like 0.04008. We dropped down as low as like 8%, and then we rallied back up. So with that said, um, things haven't really changed for Ethereum, and this is a good thing, right? Ethereum's on a momentum swing up. We have broken the local top made in February, where we were at a valuation of about 0.0446. We're now at a valuation currently at 0.0498, went up as high as 0.0515. So we are marching on up. Things have not changed. Yes, Bitcoin had a pretty significant rally yesterday, rallying over 7.5%, almost 8% against the U.S. dollar, which resulted in, I guess you could say, a retracement from altcoins. A lot of ones that were pretty badly hit was like Uniswap. It dropped down 8%. Um, who else? Did Basic Attention Token drop any significant? No, it was down a percent. Chainlink was up like 3-4% that day and then dropped 3% at the end. But it is up today over about 3%, so we're pretty much where we were 2 days ago. But focusing back on Ethereum, things are looking really good. We are nearing the this area here, which I stated that potentially could be a form of resistance for Ethereum, and it just so happens that that area, that band, coincides with about a $3,000 Ethereum month against the US dollar, which again makes sense. We talk about the significance of 3,000 of a $3,000 Ethereum, never been done before. And with Ethereum now at over $2,800, it seems more and more likely. This week has been very, very good, up 23% against the US dollar. We opened this week at 2,300, and now we are at 2,800. It really seems like Ethereum wants to go to $3,000. When we so, however, keep in mind about this band as well as $3,000 that might prove to be significant resistance. Um, am I saying to sell your Ethereum now or sell at $3,000 and try to buy your way back on the dip? No, I think that's it's too risky because it could easily just break past $3,000. Remember when Bitcoin was at $20,000 this cycle, look what happened. It just it hesitated right underneath, right, for a few weeks, but then it just shot up. It shot up all the way up to $37,000. So you could see how, yes, $3,000 might be a psychological barrier. This band against Bitcoin might be a theoretical barrier as well when we look at prior uh, 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 bounces off of this level and or bouncing down like in March, the week of March 20th, 2017, but it can easily just go straight through. Now, the only consideration I would give is if you are significantly up on your money and you're someone like me where I sell a little bit on the way up, like I'll keep selling if Ethereum continues to go up, then for sure you can decide for yourself what area is a good sell point for you on your throughout your journey through Ethereum on this Ethereum bull rally. For me, we are past the next sell target for me. In fact, it was about $2,500 Ethereum, but because I saw Ethereum having such great weeks against Bitcoin, I thought I'd hold on for a bit, and then it passed it, and so here we are above it, and so I threw stops. Now, yesterday against Bitcoin, Ether against Bitcoin, I did get stopped out. However, that wasn't the entirety of the position that I was planning to sell. I split it in two portions. One was going to be has a stop loss against the US dollar, so Ether USD, and then the other portion was ETH BTC. And so the ETH BTC portion got triggered, and now I have more Bitcoin. Um, which in my opinion is good, is always a good thing. But my US dollar sell position is still in play. It hasn't been triggered yet, and I'm not planning to sell it now. I'm just going to let it ride, see what happens. If it drops back down and I get stopped out, so be it. I'll treat it like Ether Bitcoin and say I planned on selling it anyway, and therefore there's no harm done. With that said, something that looks really bullish is just the monthly chart. We're in May 1st now, new month. The month of April for Ethereum was great. 47% up against Bitcoin, against the US dollar. We're looking at a 44%, an increase of valuation of $900. We came into the month of April sub $2,000, and here we are at $2,800. It's a pretty good feeling. With that said, when we look at Ether Bitcoin and see this structure, I mean, we talked about this a long time, talking about this coiling of price against Ether Bitcoin, um, having clear tops, clear bottoms, this ride up to the bottom, this ride rejected here, the breakout coming back down, testing it as support, and we're off to the races. Okay. If you really wanted to like talk about, for example, if we look at it on the linear scale and we kind of measure it out. No, I don't think this is possible, but just to humor myself and see, well, looky here, we'd be coming up to a 0.16%, 1.6, 0.1639 Bitcoin valuation. Now, I don't think that's fairly possible. Um, but if we just look at the number value and just look at where it would take us to um, about that level, just for argument's sake. Again, I don't think that we would reach that level, but I sure feel like it can go higher than it is right now, which is why I think that a point 0.6 or a 0.55 0.055 Ether Bitcoin valuation is likely on the table. So that's pretty much it for today, you guys. Ethereum's looking amazing. We'll see how long this lasts, because obviously things don't last forever, and hence why I throw stops um, to prepare myself for that inevitable correction from Ethereum. And so the question is how long it'll take. It could go into the spring, through the spring, as it looks to be. I mean, March, April, May have been amazing. And then we could see or a continuation into the summer and into the fall we see a bleed. We see a lot of times that in the fall we see Ethereum start bleeding. We could see from September to December we dropped from let's see, from September here to December, also a drop. We could see, so I'll measure it out actually. It'd probably be a better visualization. Drop 33% here. September down, we dropped, uh, oh, sorry, we dropped about, 19% against Bitcoin in 2019. In 2018, we dropped, we dropped about 28%. You could even take the wick into December and say 41%. So we see these drops in the fall. So the name of the game here is how high can Ethereum go before the fall until Q4. Um, and that could easily bring us to the point 0.6 level, could bring us higher. We don't know, but it really seems like a monotonically increasing Ethereum on the monthly time scale, right? It's not a pretty vertical line, it's just a consistent move up every so often. Are we going to get that big green monthly candle like we see here? Hard to say. I'd like to think so, that we'll have some kind of impressive move like that. But consider also that Ethereum's over $300 billion in market cap. It's a lot of dollars required to move that price up in any in any significant fashion. Excuse me. Um, so we'll keep an eye on Ethereum. Also keep an eye on Bitcoin. Again, if we see any kind of um, major move from Bitcoin. I mean, yesterday was a pretty major move. It almost brought us into a weekly green candle. Or sorry, a green monthly candle. We were only down 1.71%, and if we did, well, then we would have we'd have one, two, three, four, five, six green monthly candles in a row. It could have been seven, but that's fine. But for now, and Bitcoin's still doing pretty well. I mean, even on the weekly, it's doing fine. Again, it looks like we're just moving sideways. If Bitcoin continues to move sideways like this, then expect Ethereum to continue on up. I mean, look, we're already I started this video at 3.5% up on Ether Bitcoin. Now it's at 4.5%. So like, there's a lot of time left for the week. For the next few weeks, if Bitcoin continues to move sideways, I expect great things from Ethereum. But again, keep in mind that good things don't last forever. Take profits where you can, and also consider taking them back into Bitcoin when Ethereum's at its strongest against Bitcoin. But that's all for today, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Take care.